Welcome to the Lead Pedal Podcast with your host, Bruce Outridge, where he talks all things trucking. Now let's get rolling.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to another edition of the podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Outridge. Today we're going to get back to something we were doing last year that we kind of stopped because we were trying some new stuff, and it's our episode where we tell you what's going on for the month. I think this is something that we need to get back to because I kind of miss it, and I miss telling you about the events and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. Before we get into that, though, let me tell you a little bit about Rosedale Transport. That's right. They are an amazing fleet with been around for over 50 years. Family-owned company. Head office based out of Mississauga, but they have terminals throughout North America. And they've got opportunities for local work, regional, highway, and owner-operator. So if that is you, they are looking for you. They're looking for people that have the right attitude for the trucking industry, and they will help you get the skills. So we're going to be talking about that for sure. So check them out at rosedalegroup.com and tell them that we sent you. All right, we got lots of stuff to get into today, so before we do that, let's get on with it, shall we? Here we go. Here's what we got to talk about first. Let's get into our news and what's going on in the podcast world for us, at least, and what's new. You've probably noticed that we've changed a lot of stuff over the months. We started some new stuff in 2026, one of them being the way we do our podcast. So we're doing series now, which basically is one topic per week, and then either 2 to 3 episodes about that topic split out in different ways. Sometimes there's a guest, sometimes it's solo. But let us know how you're liking that. We need to change it up. I mean, when you've been around for 10 years, you need to change some stuff up. And so that is one of the things that we had to change up. And so we're excited about it. I like the way it's working from a production standpoint. It's working really well. And I like that. So hopefully you're enjoying it too. If you're an owner-operator, we started out our first week. We've had everything from cargo securement, cargo crime. We had episodes about immigration and coming into the country. We've had episodes about how to keep your drivers safe, what some of the things are, how to retain your drivers, keep them well for 2026. We've been talking a lot about, we're going to be talking about Red Seal more, but we've been talking a lot about being in business in February and truck drivers that have been inspired by the seat and now gone on to create businesses to help drivers in the industry. So go back and check out some of those old episodes if you haven't kind of been listening since the beginning of January. We started that program, and it's very, very cool. As far as our radio station, if you haven't seen it, we've been live every Monday night at 7 o'clock for the Chords and Chrome show. Now that show is meant to, I mean, if you think of, people ask me all the time, what's the difference between the Lead Pedal podcast and Lead Pedal radio and then Lead Pedal media, even so. So if you think of it, Lead Pedal Media is kind of the umbrella, if you will. Lead Pedal Media we use for event coverage. So that's where we come and we cover events. We do interviews at the events. And then Lead Pedal Podcast is business and careers for truck drivers. It's meant there. That's information to help you. It's not entertainment. It's not anything like that. It's education for you can either have a better career if you're an owner-operator. How do you have a better business? Now, some of you in your if you're later on in your career, you're a veteran driver. You've been driving 20 years. You may say, hey, you know what, this isn't really applicable to me. I kind of know it all, but we do talk about technology and stuff like that, so there may give you some new opportunities for that as well, to maybe improve your business. We just talked with our friends over at Bison about how to save money as an owner-operator on fuel and maintenance. These are things that maybe we were talking with people at Bison, but if you're a carrier, maybe you need to look into that for you and save some money in your pocket. So that's how the podcast works. And then business and careers is fun. I love talking about it. I've been talking about it for my whole life, but I really enjoy music, and I especially want to showcase the trucking industry. I've been in it my whole life. I am still passionate about it. I still believe that drivers need more promotion than what they get. And so the Lead Pedal Radio is a way to kind of remember some of the old cool songs and the way things were. We're promoting new indie artists that are more. Our preferred artist program is specifically for indie artists that have a trucking connection. Maybe they work for a trucking company, maybe they're truck drivers themselves. Those kind of things is what we're looking for that as well. And then also, Lead Pedal Radio kind of promotes the industry. So the new Chords and Chrome show is live Monday nights. You can see the replays on our YouTube channel or hear it on Lead Pedal Radio. And we are talking with different guests. Not all of them are musicians. It's a mix of music. We have our preferred musicians. We feature musicians on the show. Sometimes we have somebody who's only in the trucking industry. We had Chuck Snow on. We had David Benjacek, who's photographer for the trucking industry. So there's been lots of people on. We're 6 shows in now, and I got to say, we've had some problems, some issues. We don't hide it. I'm learning like everybody else. When you're doing things live, we've had guests not show up at the last minute. We've had, technology not work at the last minute. And so some of you are just tuning in to see if I crash and burn. And hey, welcome to the show. That's how this works sometimes. But hopefully you're getting some fun out of it, getting some entertainment out of it. And hopefully you'll join us for the future. So you can go every Monday night at 7 o'clock Eastern is when the show goes on, and you can find it on. You can listen to it on Lead Pedal Radio. You can see it streamed. You can see it streamed on Lead Pedal Radio too on our Mixcloud account, and you can also see it streamed on our YouTube channel for Lead Pedal Radio. So check that out there. Go check that out and see if that's something you like. Hopefully you like it. There's still other features. We're still got musician interviews on Lead Pedal Radio. Our road show is going to change to where we go to events, so things like Truck World and stuff will turn into our road show program. We've got preferred artists. Before I get off Lead Pedal Radio, let me tell you about some of the preferred artists we've got. So we had 12 preferred artists at the end of 2025. We were expanding that to another 12 artists. So every month I pick a new artist. Our first artist was Michael Botte. Now, Michael is not in the trucking industry, but Michael is been very good at promoting us, and that's what we're looking for. We're not looking for to just play people's music just because they send it to us. We're looking for kind of partners. We want, if you promote us, we're going to promote you, and that's how we try to do it. So Michael was our first one because Michael was instrumental in promoting us over the years. You can go and see his interview in the studio. Marie Norris, who has been on the show before, was on the show before. She is now also a trucking music. She's a trucking musician. She's a truck driver and a musician, and so she was our second preferred artist added on to the program. So we now have 14. We'll be announcing another one this month on our first Chords and Chrome show. And check out these artists. These artists are trying hard, and you know what? Again, we're trying to promote the trucking industry and the music industry at the same time. So we've got some great things coming up for sure. Before I get off of the fan club, our fan club draws have gone. Thank you very much to all of our Lead Pedal fan clubs. We appreciate everything you do. And our fan club draws, we started those again. We had stopped around the end of September, October, I think. Took a little break, and we did our first one. And right now, the gifts have been either a gift caricature by me or a truck caricature, because for those of you who may not know, I'm also an artist. Or you can win 2 tickets to Rockstalgia, which is one of our partners for the Lead Pedal Radio, and they are giving away 2-day passes to their festival in July. So not everybody's in Canada that listens to us, so we understand that. That's why we're offering a choice. Our first fan club was by Kevin Klein, who's the organizer for the Great Canadian Truck Show. Kevin won, so he won he wanted a truck caricature, so we did this cool truck caricature flatbed of him for his Great Canadian Truck Show. Our second February draw was for artist Joe Cleary. He won that one, and we're waiting to hear what Joe wants. We just announced when we're taping this, we just announced it the night before, so I'm waiting to hear back from Joe on what he'd like. But there's our 2 fan club draws. So the last Chords and Chrome show every month is when we're doing that draw, so that you can see that there. All right, so that's all the news we have as far as Lead Pedal Radio and the podcast. Please check out Lead Pedal Media. We're sponsoring different sponsors every month. We sponsor different every month we sponsor we showcase a different sponsor is what I'm trying to say. And also every week we showcase a different preferred artist. So go and check that out. Subscribe to us on Lead Pedal Radio on our Mixcloud account. Subscribe to us on the podcast wherever you're listening to your podcast. And please subscribe to our YouTube channels, which we have one for Lead Pedal Radio and one for the Lead Pedal Podcast. So please subscribe to each of those channels. We really appreciate it. And if you want to check out any of our sponsors or any of our musicians, there's clicks right there. You can go through and check out their information as well. We certainly hope that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get into what we got coming up for the month of March. Before we get to that, though, let me tell you a little bit about Driver Check. They got their Fitness for Duty Summit. It's going to be virtual this year, end of October. But you know what? They are more than just a Fitness for Duty Summit. They help people out with workplace safety. They handle drug and alcohol testing. They basically keep your workforce healthy. And if that is interest to you, especially if you're HR or you own a trucking company or you have employees, then you really want to check them out at drivercheck.ca. They got lots of free resources for you. And then, of course, get onto their mailing list and check out their shows so you can get all their information. So check out Driver Check for sure. All right, we come back. We'll tell you all about the guests. Stay tuned.
Be sure to share. The podcast on your favorite social media channel.
By far my favorite station.
You're the best. Oh yeah, I love you guys.
Testing 1 2 testing.
By far my favorite station.
You're the best. Oh yeah, I love you guys.
All right. So what do we got coming up for our? Let's just get into before I should have got on this before I got off our preferred artists. But for March, our preferred artists are going to be Joe Cleary, GM Blacktop, Kelly Gannon, Tropical Days Duo, and Rockstalgia. Those are the people that we're going to have on each week. Not have on, but feature, showcase each week. Some of them will be on the shows, and some of them won't be because we can't always time that. But that's who we're going to showcase. Okay, let's get into our guests for our podcast here. Here's what's going to be happening as we go through. We've got OJ Sidor. Now, OJ is he's a veteran driver. He's now a recruiter with Scott Lynn. We're going to be talking to him about his life behind the wheel and how he transitioned to his new role from owner-operator to recruiter and now podcast host is what he's going to be doing here as well. So we'll be checking in with him. We've got our friend John DeGroot. Now, John DeGroot is a veteran driver as well. Some of you that worked for in the steel industry here in Ontario, Canada probably remember John. He had 4 trucks on with one of the popular steel people. He is going to be joining us to talk about his career, but he's also very passionate about Red Seal. He is starting a program to promote the Red Seal certification in the industry. There's a lot of buzz going on about that. We're going to be talking about Red Seal a lot this month as we go through, so John will be with us as well. PTAC, which is the Private Truck Training Council of Canada. I better get that right, but I got that wrong right now. But PTAC is, we just don't know. I'm not even sure what they're known for. PTAC, Professional Truck Training Academy of Canada. I think that's how it is. Anyway, it's a Canadian training organization. They've grown crazily over the last little while, and they're having an event in Toronto. You probably remember them because we covered their event in Calgary in October. We have an event coming up in March, at the end of February. It's coming up at the time I'm recording this. Actually, I'm going to be there later this week. They're doing an event talking about Red Seal, talking about training in the industry. So they're going to have, we're going to do an event recap for you. We'll be talking, they have an insurance panel. We'll be getting their feedback, and also a carrier panel. So we'll be talking about Red Seal that week as well. We have a guest on here, John Weldon, who's going to be talking about technology, cameras, telematics, and some of the things that you can do with it as far as AI goes, which is, of course, popular in today's world. And we have some other veteran drivers, which we're just confirming right now, so I won't get into that. But I can tell you that they are going to be, it's going to be a month full of very, very interesting information. So you want to make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss a thing. And like I say, we're always trying to get better at this. So if we make mistakes, well, please give us a bit of a break. There's a lot going on behind the scenes here as well, so we're doing our best. But we hope you're enjoying this show. And when we come back, we're going to talk about events and how that can, what's coming up as far as events go in the industry. Before we do that, though, let me tell you a little bit about Ontario Truck Driving School. If you're looking to start a new career in 2026, whether it be truck driving, construction, or something else, then you want to make sure you go to Ontario Truck Driving School. In Ontario, Canada here, they have 9 locations around the province. They've been around since 1978, and they give you quality training. So check them out at otbs.com, because that is where you want to make sure that you get all your information. All right, we come back, we're going to be talking events and tell you what's coming up. So stay with us.
Be sure to share the podcast on your favorite social media channels.
All right, let's find out exactly what's going on as far as events go in the industry. There's lots coming up, and I know that you are probably going to be at a lot of them. Again, we still have these going on at our events calendar, so if you want to click through to any of these and check them out, then go to our events calendar on the Lead Pedal podcast, and you can learn all about them. The next event we got coming up, if you're listening to this the day of, is with Women with Drive. That's March 5th in Toronto, Ontario, truckinghr.com. Let's see, the Trucking Network's having a recruitment symposium on March 26th in Mississauga, Ontario, the Trucking Network events.ca. Mid-America Truck Show, 26th to 28th, Louisville, Kentucky. Go to truckingshow.com. TTSAO is having, they're the Truck Training School Association of Ontario. They're having their annual conference April 1st, 2nd, 2026. Truck Training Schools Association of Ontario. They're at Lions Head Golf and Country Club, I believe, in Brampton. Go to ttsao.com to learn all about that. Truck World, April 16th to 18th, 2026 in Toronto, Ontario. Go to trucknews.com. We will be there. We're doing a feature called The Garage, and we will be at that one for sure. So look for us hosting it. We are going to be in Hall 3, booth 3113, I believe. And if you need tickets, if you're a fan club member or you need tickets, fan club members, we can get you in free. If you go to if you're part of our fan club on Facebook, we put a link there, and you can just put in the code and you can get that there. I will refresh it because it was a while ago we put that up. NRRS is having their National Recruiting and Retention Symposium April 28th, 29th in Burlington, Ontario. Go to transrep.ca. This is always a good event. We're going to be at that one as well, and it is always really well done. And Tim Arnold, who I met at another conference a couple years ago, is actually last year, I guess earlier last year, is going to be the keynote there, and he's really good. So you really want to get into that one. Hamilton Niagara Fleet Safety Council is having their spring seminar on April 30th at thefleetsafetycouncil.com. Large Cars and Guitars Truck Show, May 8th, 9th, Bristol, Tennessee. That's the Tony Justice one. That's largecarsguitars.com. International Road Check happening May 12th to 14th, 2026. Go to cvsa.org. And Bridging the Barrier Conference, I'm not sure if they're having a Western one this year. Let's see, PMTC's having, I don't have a date for that. PMTC's having their spring golf tournament May 26th. Go to pmtc.ca. And the Woodstock Truck Show, we will be at that one for sure, May 29th, 30th, 2026 in Burford, Ontario. Go to woodstocktruckshow.ca. Let's see. The next one that I have confirmed is the CITT conference, June 3rd to 5th, April 2026 in Calgary, Alberta. That's citt.ca. And then let's see. Central Ontario Regional Truck Driving Championships are usually around June 14th area in Kitchener. You can go to cortdc.com. I don't have a specific date for them yet. PMTC Annual Conference, that's the Private Motor Truck Council of Canada. We're going to be there. That's in Niagara Falls, June 16th to 17th, 2026. Go to pmtc.ca. And then Shell Rotella's Super Rigs Truck Show, June 25th to 27th, 2026 at the Atlanta Speedway in Atlanta, Georgia. You can go to rotella.shell.com for that one. Clifford Truck Show, July 3rd and 4th, 2026. Go to greatlakestruckclub.com. That's always a good show. That's all the old trucks. We're going to see if we can make it up there. We'll see. It all depends on scheduling. Walcott Truckers Jamboree, Walcott, Iowa, July 9th to 11th, 2026. And we'll go to the end of July. Rockstalgia is having their Rock Festival July 11th and 12th, 2026 in Orono, Ontario. Go to rockstalgia.com. Great Canadian Truck Show, Grand Bend, Ontario, July 17th, 18th, 2026. Go to their Facebook page, Great Canadian Truck Show. That's a good show for sure. St. Thomas Big Rig Nationals, August 14th, 15th, 2026 at the St. Thomas Dragway.ca. And let's see, next one after that. That takes us, Athens Truck Show. Antique Truck Club of America, August 21st, 22nd, 2026 in Athens. That's out by Brockville. It's a great show with Charlie Tackerberry. Truck Driver Appreciation Week, September 6th, 12th, 2026. The Seaforth Truck Show, Seaforth, Ontario, Antique Truck Club is usually in that area too, I think around the 10th. Special Olympics Ontario Truck Ride, September 11th, 12th, 2026, Paris, Ontario. Truckride.ca will be at that one. And let's see, Truck Driver Appreciation Week in the States is September 13th to the 19th. And Bridging the Barrier East, September 14th to 15th. Mississauga, Ontario. Go to Women's Trucking Federation of Canada.net. We will be at that one for sure. PMTC Fall Golf Tournament, September 22nd, 2026, pmtc.ca. PTAC is having their annual conference, this time in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, October 26th to October 26th, 2026. So that's when they will be there for sure. Fleet Safety Council Annual Conference, October 23rd, 2026. In Brampton, Ontario. Go to fleetsafetycouncil.com. Driver Checks having their Fitness for Duty Summit on October 28th, 2026. It's a virtual event this year, so go to drivercheck.ca. PMTC Canadian Transportation Summit is usually in that area. I don't have dates yet. And I guess that's it for the dates that I do have confirmed for this year. So we'll leave it there for now. That is what we have coming up on the for the events that I've got in Canada. I'll try to keep that updated every month for you, so you can check that out and go and find out exactly what's going on. Like I say, you can go to our events calendar and check that out as well. All right, my friends, that brings us to the end of another episode. Have a great day. Make sure you subscribe on whatever platform you're on, and join us for the live shows on Lead Pedal Radio and the podcasts on leadpedalpodcast.com. We'll see you later. Be good out there. Bye for now.
This has been another episode of the Lead Pedal Podcast. For more information or to subscribe to the podcast, visit theleadpedalpodcast.com and be sure to follow the podcast on Facebook and Twitter.